spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. It's caught.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times. Backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
It's a seam wide open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's Peoples. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to the ground with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He might want another play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll test the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Gamecocks are on the move. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try the left side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Complete on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To throw, it's Sayin. That's caught, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Peoples.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fitted in the window for the score.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There he goes! He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Gain of 24. That's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. On the run, it's Peoples. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back. He made him pay.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's saying. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
21.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped.
At the 14. And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense knocking it down, getting the ball in there.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it.
Looking for a deep man. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Downfield. Oh, out of space. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. With all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
All right, let's get it. Ready? Get ready.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They booted away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The run from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
28.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
All right, let's get it. Quick. Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great game Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93?
Joey Galloway, one of the most overrated Ohio State receivers.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking to the end zone. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete.
South Carolina, 28.
They'll They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Got a man. It's Bennett. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's going for the big play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Here comes the two-point try. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The give on the inside. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's taking the deep shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Let's go. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.